This is another edition of Coffee with Coach, and we have a special guest. Actually, most of you know Daniel.
Hi again.
Rahadi. He has a long history with us, longer than we would like to admit. I don't know which one of us is impacting who more, but Daniel and I have been connected for 23 years.
That's a long time.
Yeah, it's a long time, and one of us needs to grow up. So Daniel, the first team I coached at EaGirls, you were on my team, junior high, and he made an impression on me from the very beginning, and then high school, and then university, and then you were the second staff person I hired at UPH after he graduated. He was an assistant coach. Yeah, and here we sit, unbelievable after all these times since 1997. Because of Daniel, I'm actually turning Chinese.
Oh.
Yeah, there's
an
more,
impact I'm making.
Yeah, I'm more Chinese today than ever. It's an amazing transformation of my thought process, my what I think, and the fluids I drink. I have green tea.
Okay.
Yeah, I drink green tea every morning.
Chrysanthemum tea?
No.
No? Okay.
I haven't gone that far yet. That's another step in the evolution of Steve Metcalf. But no, green tea, I throw ginger in it, and yeah. So Max Coffee, thank you again for not supporting us. We sit in here. We're trying to sell your books.
Not sponsored by Max Coffee.
Not sponsored, but and these books have been here for I don't know how many years. Please come buy a book. Right? They're right here. They're for sale.
I guess when you say that I've known you since junior high, it flashed back to my memory on the first few practices that I've had with Coach Matt. It's a cultural shock for me because usually at SPH, the kids are actually the ones who determine the intensity of the practices. Before your era, we are a bunch of fat Chinese kids.
I didn't say that. So
well, that's my personal testimony.
Yeah.
My personal testimony. I still remember two things happens on the first few weeks of practices. Number one is Coach Matt told me to talk when I'm addressed because I apparently talk at the basketball court responding to your comments.
So I told you to keep your stinking mouth shut?
Yeah, that's the best way to put it.
Okay.
Secondly is I shoot an air ball in free throws. So he's the one who actually, Coach Matt is the one actually taught me how to shoot the proper free throws.
And you have not shot an air ball since? Would this be a correct statement?
That would be a correct statement because I rarely shoot a free throw. You know how many people try out on our basketball team, Coach, the first time?
No, I don't remember.
You don't remember? It's about 18. I think the survivor is 11.
Okay.
And then you have to put one just to make the team 12.
Okay.
So that we can enter competitions.
When you say survivor, did these people actually die, or what do you mean by survivors?
I think part of them die.
Okay, a part of them died.
Part of them die.
Their egos die.
Their egos die. Their self-belief die. They don't want to come back.
Okay.
But the one who stay, the one who survive, actually blooms into men.
Okay. Wow.
So that's a good thing as well.
I'm
Because that's what you do, right?
Yeah, I'm going to take that as a positive. I'm not sure if their mothers think that's positive or not. Okay.
So that's my junior high. But you know, we win a lot of championship on junior high, right, Coach?
Yeah.
We compete with teams that we thought that we will be demolished. SMU3, the Jakarta team back then, we actually can compete with them. We got beat, but then we play at the highest level. So you turn these little rascals into mean soldiers.
Wow.
So that's a good thing. So if you want your boys to learn how to behave like a man, go coached by Mr. Matt.
I continue to try to do my best.
Yes, sir.
It's what I feel strongly about. So
Yes, sir.
thank you for that. But we did a workout
Yeah.
last week. So we usually do a workout and then we do the coffee
Yeah.
But you had to go, so you had to. He's a busy guy.
I need to recover from that workout.
So it was a fairly simple workout, but effective. And here we are. When did we do it?
Saturday morning, which is 3 days ago.
Okay.
No, 4 days ago.
Yeah, 4 days ago. This is Wednesday, and you sat down and you said your abs are still feeling it.
My abs is still feeling it. My abs still feeling it.
You've transitioned out of UPH. You worked for Concave.
Yeah.
And now, what exactly are you doing?
It's an interesting season of my life now. Every season of life requires a different challenge, right? Right now, I'm working in a real estate companies, following my dad's industry. Basically, what I did is I work with banks. I became their partners in acquiring bad debts. And the real estate that is being leveraged. So I acquired them, and then I try to sell it off in the market.
And is that in this pandemic? Is that a pretty good? Is it moving forward?
It is moving forward in terms of there's a lot of bad debts.
Yeah.
And banks need cash flow. So my companies, we have the cash flow needed for the bank, so we buy it off from them. So we took on the real estate, and then we try to sell it off in the market.
Concave kind of slowed down production.
Yeah.
Are they still in
They're still in business. They're still in Indonesia. They're still doing their thing. But apparently, obviously, sports retail right now is suffering. It's one of the
except
industries.
bicycles.
Except bicycles.
Yeah, bicycle.
Hey,
are you
I'm
kidding?
trying to.
Yeah. Oh, this is your bicycle.
This is my bicycle.
Where's your stretchy pants? The bicycle dudes, they go flying through Lipo Karawaci with every color in the spectrum and as tight of clothing as possible.
Yeah. Exactly.
I don't know where they put certain
aerodynamics. That's what the purpose is. Aerodynamics. So yeah.
Yeah, that's a crazy part of the industry right now.
Yeah.
And Concave didn't do bicycles.
No.
So,
we are focusing on football.
Yeah.
We're focusing on football.
And there's a lot of little kids not playing football right now.
There's a lot of kids. There's a lot of people are not playing football right now.
Yeah.
And the football league, Indonesian football league, hasn't started since what? 8 months now.
Yeah, because being out on a soccer field and running around, exercising, getting vitamin D and fresh air. Who needs that when you can sit in a house or an apartment and look at a screen and breathe recycled air and stay out of the sun and just stare at a screen? That's what we want. That's
good logic, right?
That's good health. Yeah, we like the little kids to go out there and play again.
Yeah, to get engaged, to learn this valuable life lessons from sports, coach. Being healthy physically, but also healthy in terms of spiritually, mentally.
Absolutely.
The way they're able to engage with people, the way they can control their emotion.
Learning how to win, learning how to lose,
learning how to win,
compete.
Graciously, how to lose graciously.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a lot of valuable lessons.
Yeah.
And sports gives us an avenue which to do that.
Yeah.
Take that away. Now, I don't know, maybe they're just fighting with their sisters and brothers at home. I don't know.
We like to compete and win.
Yeah. Right? Yeah. Well, and we like to compete against ourselves and become better people.
Yeah.
And I think that's the greatest kind of competition is learn how to fight yourself. This last week we did a fasting, and Laura did it with us and some of our friends. We did 72-hour fasting.
72 hours fasting.
72-hour fasting. Just water fast, so some fluids, no calorie. The key to it is just telling yourself no over and over and over again. And once you can tell yourself no about food, you can tell yourself no about other issues of life.
Other temptations.
You can actually control yourself. Because if you can control your impulse to just eat, well, then you can control other impulses and you can learn how to say no to the wrong things and you can say yes to the right things. Which brings me to an interesting thing. We're gonna, let me just introduce it here. So Andrew, Laura, Daniel, and I have decided we're going to do an interesting fast next week. Starting March 8th, we're not going to eat. So from the time you get up Monday morning until the time you get up Tuesday morning. Then Tuesday, we're going to eat like normal people. And then the time you go to bed Tuesday to the time you get up on Thursday, we're not going to eat. So total fast on Wednesday.
24 hours intermittent fasting.
Yeah, basically, except it's probably longer than 24 hours. We're gonna spend a week doing 24 hours fasting, 24 hours eating, back and forth, for 6 days. Here's one of the things I've read about it, is they did a study with rats. What they found out about these rats is they had a 30% more life expectancy. The rats that did the 24 hours eating, 24 hours fasting,
Oh, okay.
it increased their life expectancy by 30%. Pretty significant. Now, of course, they're rats, and we haven't tried this with people yet. but we're going to give this a shot for a week and see what it's like. This is how we feel, and the energy level at which we have, maybe the physiological change, and just the mental discipline.
Yeah.
So we're inviting you, people. We're inviting you to join us.
Join the four of us.
Yeah, join us. Join us in this 24 hours on, 24 hours off.
Everybody knows that you are a very strict and disciplined guy, right?
I don't know. Yes.
That's the vibe that people get, that you are unapproachable, that you are no fun, that you are strict, that you are tight.
Yes, this is me.
If you got to know Coach Matt into a more deeper and intimate level, he has this side of the funny side. Apparently, he enjoys pranking people. I got served really well in one of Coach Matt pranks that I think you should tell the story first. I think that would be better if you tell the stories.
Let me clarify. Yes, I do like to laugh. In fact, I only watch movies basically that make me laugh.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not into drama. Life has enough drama. We don't need to watch dramas.
True.
You know what I mean?
True.
And around my house, we laugh a lot. If you've ever been on my team, which some of these, we laugh. We have fun. We're on a trip. Where were we coming back from?
Palembang.
Coming back from Palembang. So on a basketball trip. And
That's coaching clinic.
Coaching clinic. Yeah. How many of us? There's like,
I think 4 people. Only you, me, Jerry, and Andrew.
Okay. Daniel fell asleep. He had his phone there, and so I decided to take his phone. He woke up and he couldn't find his phone.
I couldn't find my phone.
Where's my phone? And then I was like, I told him that somebody had walked by.
Yeah.
And stopped at his seat and went to the toilet, and maybe that person had picked up your phone, because I remember the guy stopped. So anyways, so Daniel's like, somebody took my phone. So he goes back to find his phone, but there's no one. He's like, he's confused because he just woke up, right? So then I'm like, well, Daniel, did you put it in your bag? So then he's getting in his bag, and we're gonna land here pretty soon.
Yeah.
So he's getting his bag down. He's searching his bag, puts his bag back. He's asking everybody about his phone. I'm like, yeah, but I do think maybe
It's in
that
your
guy
bag.
must have that guy must have picked it up.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, who is he? I go, I don't know.
Yeah.
But I'm very serious, and everybody's like, she's,
What make it believable is the fact that I'm sitting next to Coach. Yeah, and then what he said is, while I was asleep, and when Coach went to the toilet, he saw that a guy passed by through the seatings.
Okay.
And I remember correctly that I was holding my phone while I was asleep, so I'm sure that it was in my lap.
So then we can't find it.
I can't find it.
And so
You can, but you choose not to find it.
Daniel's just confused, right? So then he decides he's gonna go up to the front and ask as we're landing, he's gonna ask the stewardess to stop people from getting off the plane.
To body check everyone.
Yeah, because he needs his phone.